kind of what's your motivation and focus for the Pac-12 tournament?
Back to 0-0. You know, same thing I remember last year, sitting the team down and just kind of going over the new season. You know, we look at the season in three parts: the preseason, the Pac-12 season, and then postseason. And so we start 0-0 like everybody else, and I think our kids are excited for a new challenge.
The last 4 games, you guys really had to grind out a lot of those to pull out wins. How does that sort of maybe help you as you head into March and getting to play really good teams?
Well, grinding it out late didn't help me, blood pressure nor the hairline, but I think it did help us because, from now until the end of the season, you're not going to have any more blowouts. It's going to be a grinded out game each and every day. A lot of these teams we might be playing for the 3rd time. And then once you get into the NCAA tournament, it's, everybody's good. So I think that those games really prepared us.
Last night watching Sabrina on the Pac-12 Network interview for Player of the Year, she just seemed like grateful, but also like it wasn't a big deal. She wasn't really worried about it. Is that just kind of her? Since she got announced that, from your perspective, is she just kind of like whatever? Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah, I mean that's who she is. Plus, let's face it, she's won a lot of awards in her lifetime, from high school through here. I'm sure she cherishes them all, but she's really a pretty humble kid and takes it all in stride and doesn't let it get to her head. And that's just another one, and so well deserved, and there were other really good candidates for that. I'm glad to see, sometimes as a sophomore there might be a potential bias for maybe a lifetime achievement kind of award in that case, but I think she earned it, no doubt, and I'm glad to see that she acted like that on the interview, because that's really who she is.
Kelly, what do you remember about recruiting Ruthy? Had you recruited in Alaska before? Is it kind of rare to have a player of her caliber coming out of that area?
Pretty rare. However, if you look back, there have actually been some pretty good players from Alaska, a couple that are still playing in the WNBA. On the boys' side, there's been some pretty good players from up there. Trajan Langdon and Carlos Boozer, among others. But, yeah, it was just, when you're a Northwest school, you try to recruit the Northwest. Alaska is about as Northwest as you can get. And so, we turn over every stone. She actually had some family in Spokane, so we knew of Ruthy years ago. And, we're fortunate enough to have her come down to campus, early in her high school career. And we got to know her and her parents then and just kind of started the recruitment from that process, or from that time forward. So. We just, she's easily noticeable, when you're 6'4" and you're so talented, you pick those things up.
You mentioned before that, Lexie sort of took a chance on this program with you guys. What has she sort of meant to this program and for you guys to get to this point where she was within sort of the rough years in the beginning?
Well, 3 things come to my mind when you think about Lexie. Number 1, consistency. You look at her scoring average; she's been about the same for 4 straight years. Number 2, competitiveness. I mean, she comes to practice and competes hard each and every day. And the last is just her ability to shoot the 3. I mean, she can stretch the floor. It's been amazing to watch her firsthand. How serious she takes the skill and how much she works on it, and just how great she performs. So, love Lexie. She's meant a lot to the program. Not a lot of local players have stayed at the University of Oregon, and so there was a lot of pressure there, especially having won 2 state championships, but she's handled it like a champion.
When you think of Seattle and the wins you guys got up there in last year's tournament, how important did that get you guys in the right mindset for the NCAA tournament?
I think, we had to get the Arizona win last year, or I don't think we make it. Number 2, I think the Washington win got us in, no doubt, and it also gave us some confidence, that we could beat a good team, and then we just kind of got on the right roll, I guess, in the NCAA tournament. But yeah, I think the Washington game, among all the games we won last year, the big ones, I think that was the biggest, and we did it in front of 10,000 fans. We showed we could do it in a hostile environment, and it just kind of, I think, jump-started us, gave us that confidence. So we hope, that experience will help us this year, knowing that we can win in the tournament.
Maite is also on the Pac-12 All-Team. Can you speak on her accomplishment this season?
Ruthy and Sabrina were no-brainers. I am really glad that the coaches recognized Maite, because she's earned it. I'm the first to say that she's our most important player. Without her, we'd be in big trouble. And I think Sabrina's our best player, Ruthy's our most dominant player, but Maite's our most important player. And it's not easy what she does. She does it under the radar, so to speak, because the other two get the attention. And then, also a great freshman gets the attention, and Bando is a great senior. So Maite's the one that just kind of, flies under the radar, but she's critical for us. And our best defender, and I think that's the way she likes it.
Are you surprised at how many layups she gets a game?
Yeah, because she's not the quickest kid in the world. Just, I think maybe when she's all said and done, we could, maybe with your expertise here, we could put together a highlight and an instructional video on how to play the pick and roll. I think she's the best in the game at it. She's so good at the angles, at the spacing, at the right reads, when she should turn the corner and go, when she should pass, when she should step back and shoot it, when she should accept a rescreen. She's just so skilled at it, and it's fun for me. I get tweets and texts from coaches across the country saying, "Wow, she's so good. Let's talk after the season." And I marvel each and every time at how good she is at pick and roll.
Were you a little disappointed to not win Pac-12 Coach of the Year?
Oh, no. You know what? I'm just glad that Satu and Sabrina got their awards and Maite making hers too. That, that doesn't bother me. And you know what? I strive to be like Tara. I mean, she's amazing and certainly earned it. So there were a lot of coaches that I think earned it this year.
You guys only played Utah and Colorado once, and that was without Lexie. Just kind of your thoughts on playing the survivor of that game. Like I said, just the one meeting, so I haven't even looked at either of those games since. But yeah, both good. I know Utah's had some late season injuries that have made them different, but my goodness, both of those teams competed last week really hard in LA and darn near won both games. Each of them nearly won both games. So and both those coaches are good friends. So it's not going to be easy playing either. I expect them to be the best. When you're in that 8-9 game, I think sometimes, and I've been there, you just you're happy to get another chance, and one of those will win. So they're going to already have a taste of victory under their belts by the time we play. And in the tournament, you just never know.
Kelly, I was just talking to Sabrina. She said that sometimes when you tweet, you ask for the approval of the team to ask them to see if it's funny or not.
Yeah.
How do you describe your Twitter game?
My Twitter game is on point most of the time. It's on point. No, I want to relate to the young kids, and in a way, I do represent the team and the program, and so I don't want to put anything out there that's going to either age me, make me look like an idiot, which most of the time is very difficult to not make me look so. And so yeah, I ask them. Sometimes I still do it anyway. But they were really excited when I got verified a few months ago. They thought that was really cool. I didn't know what it meant, but I'm verified. There you go. @GoDucksKG.